We are the Missing Plug.
Hi, this is Mayor John Linder. You are now tuned in to the Missing Plug.
Hello world, it's the Missing Plug again. You know me, I'm First Lady C, and today I would like to introduce my first non-ever music guest, Mr. John Linder. Hello, how you doing?
How are you?
Good. Alright, so I know that voting's coming up for the primaries. So I just want to first break it down. You're a Democrat?
I'm a Democrat.
Okay, so explain to people exactly what that means.
What it means is basically you have two parties in America, Democrats and Republicans, and sometimes you have other parties that emerge. You can name yourself whatever you want, independent, Green Party, but we have two basic parties here in the city, Democrats and Republicans, and I'm a Democrat.
You're a Democrat? Okay, so you're running for mayor again, right?
Yes.
And would you say that you feel like you're the most qualified?
Yes.
Okay, and why do you feel like that?
Well, one, I have the most experience right now in city government.
Okay.
And I think that I have a firm grasp on what needs to happen for the city and moving in the future. There's a number of things that we need to be looking at and working on, but also I have the most administrative experience. I was a professor for 22 years in Delaware County Community College.
Really? What you teach?
I taught psych and social.
Really?
Social science department.
Oh wow.
And I also ran a charter school, so we handled budgets that were $1 million, over $1 million, and it's just and I've supervised over 200 and 300 people at a time, so I understand administratively what to do.
Okay, so what exactly does a mayor do, of a town?
The mayor is basically the leader of the city, and I'm in the public affairs department. I supervise I'm the director of the police department.
Okay.
I have a public relations department that I'm in charge of, constituent services, I have a person there who works there, workforce development, those are all under the mayor's department. But the mayor also works with 4 other counterparts.
Okay, so it's not all just like you.
It's not just me. I have to work with a city council, and that's 4 other people. And we make decisions about how to spend the city's money, how to market to get new businesses in the city, how to get support from corporations, how to work with anchor institutions. Anchor institutions are businesses that have been in our city for a long time, like Widener University.
Okay.
And we make policy. Policy are the same as saying laws.
About what? How you
ordinances, how to spend the money, how to provide services for the city, how to regulate parking, how to regulate land property, and how to sell it. And when people want to open businesses, there are some rules and regulations for how to do that. They call them ordinances, and we make decisions about that, and so that the city can run.
Would you say that your job's hard? Do you find it hard?
It's difficult because there's so many different things to be conscious of, but hard only if you back off of things. If you don't back off of it, you got to stay on top of it.
So you like what you do?
Yes, I do.
All right. So as everyone knows, this isn't your first time running, but you are running with a new team, and you said they're young. So how do you feel about that? Having new people on your team, does that make you a little nervous, or do you feel like they're fresh and they have new ideas?
Well, the reason first of all, I feel confident that they are running. I feel confident that they're the right choice. One, because they have skill sets. Everybody knows what skills are. You bring something to the table. One, they're youth. They're younger than me, and they have good, fresh ideas.
Okay.
And they bring a message from the same. They bring a message to answer the same question you asked me earlier. What about somebody like me?
Yeah.
Well, I have somebody like you.
How are we in debt when we have a soccer stadium, we have a casino? We're paying strippers to come to high school and talk to the kids.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I know, but I'm just saying that's where.
I don't know who paid them. And I'm glad you said that, because.
Really though, that's what you want to know.
I'll get to this point. the school district is not under the authority of the mayor in this city.
So you want people to know that?
I want people to know it's important because they say, Mayor, why don't you do something about the schools? I'm committed to schools because I have a background in college, background in running my own school, and part of my career in as being an advocate has been being an advocate for quality education. So I'm for that, and I'm going to do some things from my mayor's office that are unique. I'm going to continue to provide that and help build that corridor from the community to college. And that's very important that we get that. But the city does not pay. That's the school district, and I don't know how they did that. Listen, see, you asked me about the finances, so let me go back to that for a second. Why such debt? For the last 20 years, our city has been qualified as what you call financially distressed. There's something called Act 47. People need to know that. I know these are technical terms, but you need to know that. People should write that down, Act 47, and go on there, Google, and see what that means. But it qualifies us. One, it tells about our financial status. So when the stadium came, when the casino came here, that was one area where we were able to get some profit from the casino. I wasn't in city government, but a deal was brokered, contracts were made about how much money was going to come from gaming into the city, because they used what we call the enterprise zone, and they used city services and all. So we got $10 million. Seems like a lot of money. Our budget is $50 million right now. So that's 1/5 of that. Remember I told you just the police department alone to run and so forth is that much. So now you got 1/5 of that. But anyway, all of our finances have been in the red for a long time. There's a financial plan that we have to use to get out of debt. It's like a budget. The same thing with your house. You put yourself on a budget and you get out of your debt. It's been difficult because some years our taxes change. People pay sometimes, people don't pay. We have increased costs when we have emergencies. We have to bring city workers in, fire and police and other city workers on overtime, and that eats away at the budget. So it's hard to get back on track if you don't stick to the budget, number one. But number two, you just can't spend what you have over here in the bank. You have to get what is called some new income streams. We haven't had new income streams since PP&L came. Now PP&L, the stadium, they came, they didn't give up as much money. The contract wasn't brokered.
It's not all grievous like people think.
No, they're not giving up any money. And when I say any money, for the kind of things that we need, they don't contribute a lot of money as a corporation to the city government. Now you'll hear them say, we give a lot of money to the Chester community. That's the PP&L Foundation. That's the nonprofit. Now when you hear that word nonprofit, that means when they give something to a particular activity, a soccer team, anything like that, they're able to write it off on their income. So it's not, but the city the city is called the municipality or the municipal government. That money, there's not much money at all. In fact, the city has to pay out money.
Wait, so why have them here if we're paying for them to be here?
When this deal was brokered, Brittany.
It's all right.
She asked me questions. Okay, I got to pick it up with this deal.
But why have them
See,
here?
listen, the cities like us, we need attractions. We need something to get us going in the right direction. The stadium is a great idea to get people attracted to our city. But there were supposed to be other things built around the stadium to give us jobs, to get businesses, people started in business. That didn't happen. And the stadium cost us money now.
Yeah.
Because there was a deal brokered. When I say that, I mean for real. There was a deal brokered where that we have to pay money because that stadium is here to the county, and we don't have the income to do that.
Yeah.
So people heard a lot of things going on between me and the president of the stadium group, because they owed us money and they wouldn't pay us. Like, remember I told you I fight for you? I told them real plain and simple. Most of the people that I represent, who are most of the people who will probably be looking at this tape, they don't go to the stadium. They're not going to get down there and enjoy the stadium like the 18,500 people that come in the city. So I was very upset about that. And them not wanting to pay us was a slap in the face to me and the citizens I represent, because they're going to ask me the questions, not the president of the union down there at PPNL. So we have to find a way to make that stadium work for us.
What do you plan to do though?
What I plan to do, one is we're going to have a pipeline coming through this city, which is going to help us build our economy. And that's going to be a couple of years out, but it'll start next year once we get this deal broken. The other thing is we have to really build a workforce, and I'm going to be adding more training of people to get them ready. There's a lot of
important.
Yeah, before the jobs come, because we have to get disciplined.
Okay.
When Harris opened up, we had a lot of people go down there and apply. So a lot of people got jobs. A lot of people got fired. They weren't ready to work.
Or they don't have experience.
They don't have it, exactly. So we have to train them as to what to do, how to talk. Some people, you know, you can't go on your job and say, yo, man, I'm here, what's up? You know, what we gonna do? We have to talk the proper way, because some people, they won't keep you around if you're not reflecting the type of person that they want to have in their business. You gotta learn how to dress. You gotta learn how to get up in the morning. You gotta learn.
I'm morning person at all.
Learn how to get there on time. So all of those things are important to keeping the job, if the goal is to keep the job.
Yes.
But there's other things that we need to teach about our psychological readiness to deal with that. We got a city full of winners here that are not winning.
We do.
That are not winning. So now, what does that mean? Does that mean we don't have talent? No. It means a lot of times people are just not sure how to play the game and how to use their skill to best win. Why should people vote for Team Linder? Team Linder is Linder, Jones, Martin, and Gray. Linder, Jones, Martin, and Gray. One, they should vote for our team because we're the best team. Besides the experience that those people have had on council, I have a relatively new team. They'll be new to City Hall and not new to professional experience. You can look at their backgrounds and tell people to read up on us. Secondly, I have the best possibility of doing it right the second time. It's just like when you take a test and you get an F in that test, the best time to take the test is right after you failed it, because you really understand a lot of those things. So what they should do is look at our background, understand that I have leadership qualities to continue to lead this city. We've done some good things already. I've been able to accomplish some things even with all the infighting and all that that's been going on. I've still been able to accomplish some things. I've gotten grants for the city, gotten grants for the youth program. So I think it's the best shot at getting this thing right and moving the city forward.
Because we definitely want to see change. Okay, so real quick, I do want to ask you something. Do you feel like the time you have been in office that you've been like a bit sabotaged a little bit? Like people haven't been like cooperating with you as well as you would like?
Yeah, my council chose to go and support my opponent for mayor. They chose to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it's messed up. But because we came in as a team. Now, they said I haven't been cooperative, but listen to the logic.
Yeah.
To do anything you want on council, to pass any law, you have to have 3 votes.
Just 3?
Just 3.
Okay.
So my vote, basically if 3 people vote before me, my vote doesn't count.
So as a mayor, you're not even like, you have power, but then you don't?
I don't have veto power.
That's crazy.
And to empower the mayor's seat, this is what people need to know, and I'm going to teach them how to do it. We need to change this form of government. So Do you think it works better if you have 5 people who all have 1 vote and you have your mayor in line like that? Or you think it works better if the mayor has veto power and the council does have a vote, but the mayor has some veto power to say, hey, you can't do that, just like President Obama.
Yeah, that's how I would think it would be anyway.
Yeah, but that's not how it is in our city right now.
That's something we gotta change, man.
Something we have to change. All right,
so, where can people vote?
There are about 36 different polling places in the city.
The city's not even that big.
Yeah, but there's 36 different precincts in the city where people can vote.
So no excuse.
So no excuse, and we're going to, I believe, post that list on I think you can post it on Facebook, but if you can't, then we'll provide a number for people to be able to call, and they can contact Brittany Gray, and she'll help you find that place.
So May 19th, gotta vote. Do we need anything specifically to vote, or we just have to be a resident?
No, you're resident. If you're a registered Democrat, you have to be already registered to vote in this primary, and you have to vote for the ticket, the Democratic ticket that's there. So that's what I'm saying. The team is Linder, Jones, Martin, and Gray. All the team. Linder, Jones, Martin, and Gray. Linder, Jones. In fact, they'll say Linder, Gray, Martin, and Jones. But those 4 names: Linder, Jones, Martin, and Gray. Linder, Jones. See, Linder, Jones, Martin, and Gray.
Linder, Jones, Martin, and Gray.
There you go.
I got it. See, it's not hard at all.
See, we worked that thing out.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, it's another episode of Missing Plug. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's your boy Neville Heist. You now tuned into the Missing Plug. TLP team living proof.